But I got to tell you, Brent, out of all 3 maps,
okay, Loud on defense, Sentinels on attack.
I'm most excited for is this here.
Similar kind of pistol.
Even though Sen won last time they matched up, I think
4-0 for the pistols.
Loud are a dangerous team to go up against, especially in decider maps like
Loud
this.
are massively expecting something over towards middle, or whether they want to react over towards middle. I'm not entirely sure. Get a kill through the recon.
Like split, where Sen want to be cautious on the attacking side and bait out Loud into making the play.
Gun goes in, so no one can shoot this, and the recon doesn't clear Zekken close. Does Zekken feel like he's gonna have a timing? It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, just a little safe pocket in the corner. But that really looks like a preset plan, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
To insert Zekken here behind this segment of the Viper wall. For him
Closed
to be able to
door.
maneuver later on.
Oh, he only has to worry about one. And the original plan was to at least prod over towards B and take a timing, I think. But now, with the door going down, that gets cancelled. They want to go over towards A.
Tui's really pushed up over towards A that I've got my eyes on at the moment.
Yeah, Tui's has to do a lot here, but it's literally just info, get out of there.
The Loud compositions require
Yeah,
a lot
info
of
gets out of there. More down to can Sadak get these kills over towards middle, and he does have a frenzy. Yeah, it's so good, man.
Running and gunning with the frenzy. Only had 4 bullets left, and he still managed to
He has a
land that
recon for
shot,
when they
so
get over towards site as well. They're looking in pretty good spots at the moment. Zossis has a flash. I mean, they actually have quite a good amount of util. Ken still has a flash for the flood.
They don't have as much to work with here.
Barely missing. Flash.
Flash goes in a little bit to the left, but it meant that they could isolate the person over towards here. Sadak keeps eating these flashes, but oh man, there's so many low HPs he could clean. Nice, he handled. And QCK gets halfway to his ult, so that's their first pistol. Very nice.
I was watching the way that they dismantled EDG, and one of the big things they were amazing at was watching for the lurks through mid. And Sentinels on this pistol tried to do something very similar. They insert Zekken deep up mid, create a distraction elsewhere, and try to get value with Zekken creeping through. Sadak is
first
always
pistol,
wary
yeah.
of that kind of stuff.
But what a time to get
And
at.
here, Sen forced to try to fight a bit more aggressive in the post plan. Just couldn't quite find it. Just got squeezed. Having said that though, with the kills that Sen got online, they're looking to try to force into the next. I feel like the money's going up.
Okay, well, big round. They force onto this one. And I think that can be a good idea to do against the Phoenix as well. You don't want to go into the first buy round where most likely that guy could be farming up against you and have an ult. Speaking of ults, he gets his orb over towards A, so he's now 4 out of 6. They're going to check the same thing again. They insert over towards here. They're going to check tab and realize that Phoenix is now holding over towards A because he took the orb. They heard getting taken. Smoke goes in, creates a good amount of pressure, and Zekken hears all of this, by the way. Omen flash and everything.
QCK has to respect that one, just backing for now. Drone doesn't clear it.
Wow, it doesn't clear this. Yeah, they maybe looked into this.
It's such a blind spot in the way that Loud are playing mid.
3 people on site, by the way, for Loud.
Major chances for Zekken to just, again, creep his way in there.
But like I'm saying, Bran, EDG tried this kind of setup where, you know, they cause the distraction and get a lurk.
Smoke goes close, and they have a question mark over towards side. Done, clear. At the moment, B's looking like the site that they retake. Yeah, and that gives them good info. They did the question mark over towards A. They realized that someone's watching over towards middle. They get the good plant for B main. Do they have the B main protocols? That's the interesting thing. Hens has a flash. They got KO nade. They got mollies. They got wingman. They have a lot of util. Let's see. Do they smoke themselves off? That's the question. They have a smoke.
Used in response to this one, and a second flash.
Oh, they smoked themselves off. They've been watching some heretics. Oh boy. A little bit deeper than what heretics would do. Half. Full? No way. They stuck that the whole time. 37-37. Oh, it's just Sadak that just held strong, right? I think. Yeah, he just carried on going. They kind of messed up as well. Like, the plant gave him this area, right? It gave him like a quarter, whereas it was normally when people do it, right, they're planting here, so it only takes a half. So you got to shout out Sadak here. Sadak realized it was planted on the corner. So we like see them pinging about it now. They're talking about it. Like that he was over towards here and not on the straight line. It's a genius play from Sadak here to just realize that it's a bad plant, especially when they smoke themselves off, just using their smoke against them. Yeah, and now they have a chance to just farm, especially getting this ult into the big buy round.
Prioritizing these kills onto when he gets his ult online, which he already does. I mean,
yeah, he already had it.
For it.
John's just looking to do what damage he can. But Loud's economy is going to be looking good. Their ults are starting to come online too.
A plant makes all the difference on this one.
It's difficult to assess in hindsight because we're only seeing it having failed, but really
I'm not even sure if it was Wingman. I don't think it was. It thought it was a manual plant, right?
If it works out, listen, Sen got on the other foot when it comes to the ult cycle. Start building them up ahead of them. They have the economy on their side, but
okay, now a big buy round. They get the op out. And they're up against Official.
Remember, they won the pistols every other time across Split and Icebox. So this is a new situation where Loud are the ones able to develop some even footing for themselves. Dizzy just to see whether anybody
Loud are looking kind of prepped at the moment in some of this as well. I like this from them. I like the change up. Smoke down towards middle. They're trying to make sure they can buy enough time so that the options of the Phoenix ult are just more and more. This is going to be good, right? Yeah, just not expecting him so close. Gets out of there for free. Gets out of there in terms of this as well. Has another TP, so this ult's not going to get him. And he goes more. Goes for more. You wouldn't walk all the way through a one-way though, right?
It is bizarre as a flash. Repeat now.
Lovely from Tens. Flash on top. Oh, Tens. Damn, dude. Okay, almost. He's done enough though. He's done enough. That's the main thing. It means that the possibilities of using this ult to retake is now not a thing. Yeah, I mean, nice play from him.
It makes a real difference here, but Sassy does have his ult back online. Picked up from Prior, and here it is, the second round of things. Thrash.
It's a shame. I really like this round from Loud. But
clear the close left corner, but still.
I mean, that was just individual.
Does want to just try and take a fight there. John QT tucked as well. A lot to clear in this spot, and just walking right over him, QCK. There is that tray with the pop flash now. In and out and through, but still with a
okay, Sassy, 2 away from his 2 on the way to his ult, we should say after that. And they have the option of getting the op and they decide against it.
Into the next. They decided not to invest, thought they weren't favored enough, and have kept that.
Yeah, too many people died for
a little bit of damage.
Too many people died from Cheese as well.
A lot of it coming down to that play from Tens.
Oh yeah.
His omen on this map is so creative and flashy. It's wild. Well, I thought there was a good chance he was going to just pick up everybody there.
Yeah, looked like maybe a few more bullets he could have done it, but yeah, he's just that guy when it comes to this map on the omen.
So pretty classic defensive setup.
Knife goes in and Les actually shoots it, so they know that someone's over towards B main, so I like that from Loud. And maybe Sentinels will want to punish that at one point, because it feels like Zelsa should probably be telling them that their knife is getting shot over towards B main. And they know to shoot it, you kind of have to be like past this line.
Closing the door in mid. It's something that they prioritize all the time, whether it's Les or 2E's doing it. And you can hear it now. It's just gone down. That gives Sen some information.
Line.
Yeah, force out
Drone
the
goes in, spots a little bit of middle.
Somewhat early in the round.
Yeah. Trouble is with the door being closed down in her face. It does force
What
Sen to
the
just go
hell?
back, double back, break it.
3 person here. This is gonna be a weird round. It's gonna pretty much fight. I mean, they're committed. Okay. Weird timing.
Risks from QCK and Cowancy.
And they had the jump. Wait.
Yeah.
They're close. They hear the jump peak and then they just tell him. And dude, that's twice now where QCK. I mean, round before everyone died before he could use the ult, and then this round he dies so he can't use the ult. It's twice where like Loud kind of misplayed it in terms of not being able to use the ult.
It's the time to shine. Count Loud out too much.
I imagine the Phoenix is just a giant part of their retake.
Oh, oops. It's a bit of a blunder. Can't swing into that one. It was anticipated for it. Paranoia in front of it. Sadak, he had to be the playmaker there, and he was not. Drop down. Now a flash of their own. Tens repositions on top of Jenny. Vulnerable. Snake bite. Goodness me.
Everyone
Okay, and
around
they
saving.
do,
Yeah.
they
But they
do
just don't even want to
decide
get
to
back
save.
into
So
this.
it's a great round
A
for.
blunder from Zels is sure.
Sentinels
but Tens
economy.
then anticipated that they would try to follow up on that.
I mean,
set the paranoia through,
Ten's got a really
was able to
important duel
isolate the
again,
on
right? He
Sassy.
hit 2 or 3 with
Sen
his
have got enough
flash, and then
players
the only person that
who
wasn't
understand
flashed,
the rhythm
yeah,
of the
he
game
killed.
and can make plays like that to try to turn situations in their favor. And that early economical advantage that Loud had to work with, it's getting chipped away at here.
It is. I mean, this is
It really
essentially. I mean, 2 of the players can't be buying.
Yeah. And look, just seeing
Oh, it
that
hit
on
all
replay
3,
again,
the flash.
It's such a large punish onto QCK. And it's all due to that freeze that John Cutie calls into the round. They force out the fault line, and then they freeze everybody, group up A main, and look to try
Surely
to
they
punish
got to
the
give
info
this
feed.
guy a gun.
It's so similar to how they were
Okay.
approaching
They
their
decide
split
to
attack
force
side
into
with
it.
a real
It's a massive
slow,
round
patient
now.
game. At some point, Loud need info on
At
defense.
one point, Loud got to play for this ult a bit more.
Punishes come through.
I think the whole game plan is at the moment
Combination
because
with a util being used. This
Sentinels
time
are so used to playing against a
Yeah,
team that
flash
plays
through
like
his elbow.
fight and retake,
It's all fake presence.
whereas Loud are kind of just fighting
Sentinels
a little bit
quickly
heavier
after
everywhere
going
at the
for their
beginning,
default
or at least
utility.
creating pressure like
Group
they're
up on
not.
B.
That they're
Shouldn't be
like
too
they're
worried
fighting
about
both
B main
sides.
with the door being closed.
Okay, and this is gonna be the first time we're gonna see
Bruno
Sentinels
Gonzalez.
most likely go into a site where they are playing
online,
retake.
we'll be able to go for the B-pop.
So might be able to, dude. I think Zels's ult would be huge here, right?
It's not as important against a cyclist comp.
It's true.
He's gonna go back and get his orb, yeah, he is, and then he's gonna pop this relatively early, so he knows that they can't retake with the ult. How long does he hold on to this ult?
It's going to be a thorn in their side, though, when this retake starts to come online for Loud.
Now would be great.
He's very isolated.
Very isolated. Smoke to play in.
Damn, that's really nice.
That angle over the top now.
And then keep an eye on John as well. The latest lurk in the
The
world.
timing actually here from John looks fairly good.
Yeah, he has to potentially get a move on, but it's up to the rest of his team.
This time, oh, it still looks a little bit risky, the plant, but...
QCK, just alive.
Oh,
No longer.
comes in.
Deep cam round the back, Louder left really scrambling, looking for options, and they've decided to take the fight! Force him to wait! To win that! Get out of here! Still no tap on Twitter, pressure's mounting, incredibly
Wait.
so. 2 years facing with all the kills.
Holy, not enough time on this, but that was kind of close. And by kind of, I mean insanely close.
What an absolutely ludicrous round. Loud did such a good job of putting pressure forward.
Honestly, I think just the plan here from Sentinels is great. Like this ult just completely stopped the retake with it. Imagine adding a Phoenix ult into this, like it would have been a different round. I still think like they had the chance. Like Counts in again, could have killed someone.
John and Tens and John buying so much time, ending that round in such a weird fashion. Yeah.
And then yeah, they ended up just using the Phoenix ult, but it was like a little bit too late. They denied enough time so the perfect retake couldn't come in. Yeah, the delay on it was just like everything.
Unless is looking to challenge B main early on.
Did he have to do the ult from really far back and then John got the kill on him? Is that how that went down?
Just pre-aiming.
Whoa.
So
Dude, hey, respect.
Very confident too.
Oh, and they go straight in. Knife hits one, right? So they know that someone's near backside.
Kawanzin went and took the ult orb over towards A, so he now has the rolling thunder.
They got a lot of good ults to retake. So do Sentinels try and go aggro, or do they? Yeah, they try and go aggro.
Here's the rolling thunder. Back into them. Showstopper to use. There's a bit of a reaction into this one. And second,
They're doing good with the. Oh my goodness. No way, man. There's so much good stuff going on. It's crazy. Everyone's util's so good right now. How has that flash not gone through?
Through the wall. Favored for it. That's the wall bang angle on top of it now. It's
Shot.
an interesting fight to be taken.
Shot.
John QT turns it into a 2 versus 2. 2 tagged up by the knife, but just a tap onto the head. Spots it now. Zelsis. So much more in this position. Sadak feeling frantic.
No way. He's got it.
I don't know. I don't know. Did he get onto it in time?
I think.
So close.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Nicely done. Damn, dude.
These rounds are coming down to fractions of a second.
So yeah, they are so close. That whole like first 10 seconds of the afterplant was so nice to watch. Everyone's util was just like incredible.
A little bit more patience from Zelsis would have done it. Oh, gonna be kicking himself. You can't offer Loud opportunities like that. You can see Sadak wasn't even sure.
Oh my.
Yeah, Zelsis frustrated with that.
With how tightly contested
Good half on this map. It's a little bit attack-sided, so like honestly, most of them are going down to 6-6. I think is the stat.
Kangzin and QCK dominate A main to start this round out.
It's a little bit comp dependent as well. Should be a little bit harder for Louds to get more on attack just because of no one to go through choke points.
Try and fake the presence over towards A, maybe even pin to some of these players. And yeah, they're just barreling all the way through into mid. There's an aid. Watched it. Zelsis still here. Joe QT though, they're just trying to dominate this one. This one singular position. They do control A main.
Radak now has to
into the mix. In through the back of the side, just spots the elbow. Just spots the elbow.
Nicely done, and then Loud. Dude, and then Less just kind of enables us here as well.
Last one left.
I mean, I enjoyed how Loud played this. There was so many buddies. Like every single death was a trade, basically. There was always someone in position to do something different here. Actually get a trade on it. This one is very doable.
It just seems
the fact that he has wingman to plant and he can be somewhere a little bit faster as well helps him. Doesn't want to reload.
Didn't opt to reload. Didn't want to give away any sound cues.
If he finds
so he can do it from really far back. That's the good thing with it. So he can be a lot closer than they think.
Everyone on Loud is so grouped. They're going to make mistakes. They don't think he's there on the angle in time. He's caught himself into the 1 versus 2.
Good fast reposition from.
He doesn't really find a time to use it, but the dart reveals all. Sassy has to pull off an absolute miracle.
5.
HP drop down, backing away now. Wow!
Whoa! What a round, man! What a round! Really, really sick, dude. Really sick. And it was straight after they won one, so the money gets full reset. Ridiculous impact. Yeah, he played that so well though, making the most distance before he sent Wingman out for the plant so he could get this.
I've seen Sassy get these before when he was playing in Americas. It's all down to him playing the Gecko. The fact he can be so far away from where the plant goes down. His positioning is just immaculate in that situation. Louder not thinking about it.
Sassy as a player.
Oh man, the impact of it, it's so... And all the rounds have been close, so they're like real low buy. Like they literally get a sheriff, 2 sheriffs and a ghost, 2 ghosts.
Relatively unscathed, all things considered.
They were low HP, I said it earlier, but didn't actually think he was going to do it.
Massive round up, still left reeling myself.
Recon over towards A just cleared everything as well, so they can have a heavier stack.
If Send back off here, thinking that it's a B stack because of all of that utility in their face.
They're kind of ready for a push at least. John was watching and they were watching for an A push.
And they do still have a trip
what is the timing on 10s checking this? That is the real question. Oh man, it might get really weird.
Cleared. Now crossfire.
He might TP away. He might TP and join his teammates so he doesn't give him a gun. It is the right call.
I'd realize it. Okay, we've been found out. Got to back away now and just try and flood back into this. Do some economic damage. So, util flying forwards here. I'll have to push away the plan though, so still spike down and out. Oh, hello, Juicy K.
Okay.
No turn on the fire.
Just no idea he got through the first half of the cage, so he didn't get a sound cue.
It shouldn't be dangerous, but when the Loud players hit shots,
just never know. Tap. QCK, hello. It's rattling their heads now.
Oh, they have to get Fischl out of them.
Thrash has to be used. He popped the ult. He popped the ult, man. He got caught by it though.
So he's just in the ult. His whole ult is spent just doing this. That's so funny.
Finally fades away and he's back into him, and here it is.
That's one of the sickest interactions ever. Ooh! No time, right? Damn, that was 6 shots though.
It's an effort. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, when he's actually allowed to shoot his gun, he's a monster.
You know, one team's got an enormous advantage. They've got rifles, they're in a post-plant position, and yet it still feels like any team can take it.
It was so funny, man. He just spent his whole ult basically just hit by the fish.
3 played by Sassy. Exactly. That is going to harm the economy, but not in a way that has immediate effect. But it's going to keep a lid on Sen's economy getting out of control and going to allow Loud some.
Yeah, they did good damage at least.
Later on, but 5 out of 6 of the most recent rounds have all gone the way of Sentinels after Loud got off to that hot start. And to be honest with you,
is fragging real heavy.
I'm not mad at all at the way that Loud are playing, because think back to Sassy's 1v3. Okay, in order to get into a 1v3 situation, Loud had to play that really well, and they did. They collected on the mid play. They got themselves into a player advantage. They just lost out because there's beasts on the other side of the stage.
There's no player on either of these rosters that doesn't deserve to be here. Everybody capable of stepping the hell up.
Yeah. Speaking about that, when you look at the scoreboard, QCK is the player in position to do the most
12
of
and
that.
6, yeah.
It's less actually who we
And
haven't seen as much
this is how
from.
close these rounds have been.
Usually,
It's
we're
4-5, and
expecting
there's going to
less, and
be...
just be
I mean, there's 9
hyper-consistent,
people that
finding his
can't buy
moments to
if
have value
their team
in those
loses their
fights
round.
Viper. With this composition,
4
it
and
does
5.
end up being pretty stuck over towards B.
This is a good timeout for
And
Loud
Sentinels
because
played
they
so
have the
grouped
all
up.
advantage,
Really found those
and
opportunities.
Sentinels at
Different
least have some
defensive setup, though,
options.
again, being run here from Loud as Kawanzin and QCK move their way over the B.
Just calling up from the back of it. Now 2 years. This time standing strong, just trying to brave the onslaught as well. Russia players now ready to push him back and away.
That's Celsius.
Celsius
Oh,
getting
that's
the
one
ult
of
on
them.
can counter Sadak. You can see Sadak getting set up to go for the ult. Oh, they just rip it anyway.
Okay. Send it out wide. Smoke's not even propped up yet. Zekken in position. Breaking. This for the dart. Now a plant.
Celsius goes close. He has a nade. Omen flash for 10s. Might be in position to get a lot of the Omen flash here. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Molly's going to be used towards the back of the Psy Hunter's Fury. There's the
Kill.
connection. Zekken falls. Couple of beams of that one, but still not being dislodged from these positions. 10 up top. Familiar
God.
angle. Has the ult now for a classic reposition. Ult into the back of the site. Could be anyone's game on a
There is
live
so much
stage.
going
Every
on.
single instance,
No
10's
way.
Sticking the plow. Not quite already with the ult into the back, but he has been cleaned up. 2 years.
1v2.
There. It's a 1v2. Taps it.
They got a camera.
Gets Sassy, doesn't give him
Had the
anything
camera that
still.
spot him not
Bides his
sticking
time,
it.
waits it
Gotta
out
hold
now.
it. Yeah,
It has been
it's done.
fully drawn down to the
They
final
take
moment.
it anyway.
Shields turn
Same as what
Loud's way.
Celsius has.
Another
Don't care, won the round.
Same again. Same thing again.
It literally is the same.
The
Don't care, won the
retakes,
round.
they
Just
are
everyone's dead
effective,
again.
But just not enough to be able to get over the line.
They
for
got an
Loud.
eco. Such a
It's
nightmare.
10's position, I think,
These
here
rounds are
that
so
is the
close.
magic. Look at him, the way that he's able to wiggle out and avoid being traded because he's got the pillar to dance around. It looks lovely.
Yeah, and this camera was the reason that they didn't have to swing in that 1v2.
When you saw Loud demolish EDG here, one of the things they were doing on their A retakes was throwing in a lot of plant denial, making it uncomfortable for EDG to get into good post-plant spots. Well, they can't do that when Celsius is ulting them.
Shadows traveling. Possible. Util cut away. And all these close rounds just going down straight to the wire. Again, economy. It's not good.
No. And how many times have we said that?
Yeah, the
Sentinels
comeback
been
from
running
Sentinels has
lead
been
normally
outrageous.
because Sen get out to such a
Actually
hot
thought Loud
start
were
in
running
every
away
half.
with it at one
This
point.
time, they actually had to grind their way back into ecoing Loud.
Why teams never expecting 10s there? In all of the games he's played, he rarely goes here. That's the thing. He's normally on the floor with an Omen Flash. He actually hasn't gone on here. I also think that he used his Omen Flash and then repositioned here, so they thought he was on the floor anyway. Pretty sure that's right. They probably saw it from the floor and then thought he wasn't.
Them though, just holding the angle for some
I'd have to watch it
utility.
back again, but I think
Is this a paranoia?
Yeah, I mean, what is the timing of this?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
he's okay. He's
timing on
found
that
something.
is very
Just hearing
nice.
the footstep, but another flash is connecting. Gives up the space, just seeking to delay as long as possible. Sentinels, though, looking likely
Keep
they're gonna
working
have
out.
an
The B's a
open
little
sight.
bit weak.
Really trying to make this feel like there's lots of players here. Nades forward, so they just spam the box in the common angles. They do deal with him, and finally the flood defense is here in time. But
Oh
Loud do
boy,
anything
that
about
is
it.
a
Beautiful dart.
huge
Really
recon.
lit up here. Even with the stingers, there's danger.
Oh boy.
Danger in abundance, but still with the rifles.
Gotta shout out
Holy.
10s there.
It's
Yeah,
10s
the
again.
other people are
You
just
can't get
eating all
away
the
from
util
him.
and 10s is just
Playing
fast
that
swinging to
post-plant
come save
position,
his teammates.
Over towards A-Link, swings around, gets 3, and saves the rest of his
It
team.
was 3-0 at one
They were
point.
all barreled up in sight. It looked
Bunker it
over.
down, man. Bunker it down. That's a terrible post plan to be playing against.
Yeah.
Or playing in position, at least.
Well, you see how much more difficult it looks for Sentinels when Loud are close by, able to flood defend and throw that utility to put pressure on them before they can get into post-plant
Visual,
positions. And 10's
2
fails
away
now,
from
top of the
Razor,
scoreboard, doing things
Phoenixel,
fantastically,
and
playing from
Viperol.
similar spots.
A lot of them. Last round.
Deep cross map knife. It's gonna be landing over towards market.
And that's going to give them a good idea.
Yeah,
of
no,
what the
thank you.
defensive setup
Thank you
looks
very
like, 'cause
much.
Often QCK is going to be on A.
Feels like it could be sarcasm, but I'll take him. I appreciate it.
So a good indicator now. Just waiting for the right time to strike.
You never know on the internet. I'm going to pretend it's not.
Gonna
take the win.
It
Does hit. No one's in place to get that though. I like the Viper ult. Means that they kind of can't play over towards top of site. Is this guy finally planting right?
Loud are playing really heavily for backside B control, which is going to allow them to get players in flooded.
Actually looks like it might be right.
QCK does have his own ult now. Run it back. Finally initiated. He was suppressed in time, but just let it loose. Be seeing if he can hunt down a few of these kills. And yep, Zelsis caught. Util out in his hands. Wasn't really quite aware of that one. Dizzy tagging away. Zekken spammed. Dart. Here we go. Only 3 players left now. Loud. Fast on the approach. Aftershock there, but a quick TP into the corner. Paranoid order. Util layered on top of each other.
And Tens needs to smoke this so they don't have the jaws, but he's too busy just trying to get out of the Util. Nice retake from Loud. 5 considering they were 3 up. Damn, dudes. Sentinels did great for that comeback.
So many of the rounds could have gone either way and were
Yeah, it
decided
was.
on the tiniest of
It is
margins.
very true
But
what he's
I
saying.
think Loud really figured something out there in
So
that
many
final
close
round.
rounds.
The pit to be able to flood into back B site and the way that they dealt with the aggressive players forwards was lovely. It was anybody's game though. And I think Loud need really another pistol.
He
to be
gets
able to
out
get
of
back into
the
this.
Phoenix molly into the other molly. That's so sick.
Hard to say, it was so tightly contested. The exception of being our first map, but it has just been back and forth we go between these 2 teams. Absolutely incredible stuff.
Sou o Cauãzinho, sou iniciador da Loud. Senti muito bem, a EDG é um time que, pra mim, tem um dos melhores players individuais e acredito que o deles não estava no 100% deles. O Kankan é um player, é um star player e acho que ele não performou tão bem. Então,
On top of the box, I mean, yeah, it's hard in the moment with so much stuff going on.
Então, acho que depois que a gente corrigiu os erros contra a Genji, a gente estava bastante confiante já. Acho que a partida contra a FPX deu uma confiança muito boa pra gente, então acho que a gente esperaria que ia ganhar assim deles, mas ninguém esperaria esse stomp, né? Cara, a gente não esperava isso, mas acho que nós tivemos um plano de jogo muito bem executado pela nossa parte.
30 seconds. They have no map control. They are just looking to take it to the elbow, the flash, perfect. He hasn't killed anyone yet, but QCK, he just slaughtered every member remaining of EDG.
Eu acho que a Sentinels é um dos melhores, ou se não, o melhor time aqui do campeonato de Madrid. Cara, acho que o diferencial deles é que eles jogam muito bem como equipe. Quer dizer, tem o star player que é o Ziken, mas eles jogam muito bem como
I don't know why Sentinels forced the second round. It might have been because of the... I mean, first of all, America's like NA teams love stingers, so I don't want to look into it too much, but it might have been something because of the Phoenix ult and they didn't want to give the Phoenix like you want to give a Phoenix a good route in by getting the ult into the first buy round. But it also literally could be as simple as they all love the stingers.
Praise for his opponents. I mean,
The prize factor as well, yeah, there's that. That's what's making me think that it might be the Phoenix thing, and it got too many kills.
Scoreboard right now for his team.
Yeah.
And yet still, Sentinels are holding a lead 7-5 when they had an absolutely horrific start to the entirety of that half.
Yeah, and actually, I think the story over the last couple of maps has been not so much
This
Sen
is the
getting
pistol,
advantage at the
this
beginning
is
of
the
round,
pistols
but just having really
so
strong
far.
ways of being able to close things
That's the
out.
record for the map,
Tens
that's
has
a
been
0.
amazing in those spots.
So
So
let's
we're
see if they
going
can
to a
win 2.
pistol, which is insanely important, especially for Loud, I think, to be able to get online. Complete contacting up. Zelsis picks a mid-round timing.
That's good info
Like,
at least.
could be
Tens
anybody
is
there.
committed. The Util dump is here and he is... Honestly,
Close to getting
respect.
punished there.
Very
Yeah,
close.
he
I
needs
mean,
to
Les
stay
was
alive
quick
because he has
off
to
the
flash for
angle.
the retake as
That
well.
avenue of opportunity. They want to flood out now, facing
Oh,
with the bodies.
all the
Paranoia backing away. QCK.
That's unreal.
He's blind as a
Yeah,
fadeaway.
that is huge.
Damage has been
Lame
done.
C, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 3 months.
Touch close. There it is, straight to the chest. Brings
What a
him
nice
down.
round from him as well, halfway to his Phoenix ult, and that is the double
Back in
pistol.
charge.
Yeah.
They
looking good
managed
for
to
it.
do it back. 4-2 overall,
To have
2-0
not
on this
won a
map.
pistol round the entire series,
Yeah.
and then get both of them in the decider map could end up being crucial. No way of knowing yet. But Sen are certainly not going to force into this one again. On the defense side, not as many kills. That's a ridiculous kill, though. That is a ridiculous one. But the fact that QCK was the tip of the spear is going to
And
start
now
building
we
his
can
way up
probably
to the Phoenix
see the farm of it. Let's
started that with
main
such a
focus.
contacting approach.
We'll see how many orbs you can get.
Willing to give anything away.
Right here.
Benefit of it being that Loud, they have tons of util left saved for the big site hit, especially over towards A. Difficult one to try and get through. The clear through elbow, lots of corners.
Goes in, clears everywhere. It's a nice drone from up here.
This was not a heavy A setup. They are just charging their way forwards. As soon as they don't meet
And
people
might want
early,
to throw him the
they
spike.
realize they've essentially got a free plant off.
Wait, interesting. Is Sadek's going to get the plant on this one?
It's a good post plant position
And
as well.
QCK
Spike to be dropped
might
down,
just
laid
farm.
down, snake bite.
It looks like Sen are going to send utility here rather than trying to save it.
QCK is first contact, and he's going for it. That is not all.
Thinking, feeling like it could be winnable, but
He's coming around, going to get the last kill. Okay, that is all.
Keep an eye on the Sen
Big ult.
retakes on A once we have rifles online, but that was very easily cleaned up. I think that's going to put people in positions where they need to go for light armor. Well, it could end up being important against the Bulldog and the Stinger. You know, the fact that they ended up investing there in the utility to go for the
Big
retake.
buy rounds.
But I think Sen are going to be confident
ult
in those kind of
advantage.
rounds once guns are online. Their comp can just util dump spots on A. It's very difficult to hold on to post plants. That was most of the metagame actually that we saw in the last time that these teams faced on Sunset, was how they approached the A retakes.
Bonus round now to be cooked up for Loud. They've got plenty of danger in it. I mean, that
Smoke
round
on
back
smoke.
there, QCK,
There's both
this
smokes
guy is
over
frying,
towards
but
B
he's
main.
20 and 10 currently. In the top. Another score. At the top here.
How nicely handled from Zelsis there. Yeah, and the nade on top to make sure that Sassy can get his ult, or his orb, sorry.
What a spray from Zelsis!
Yeah.
They're trying to punish the orb pick up there and they both get sprayed down. Targeted the paranoia onto a spot that Tens is often liking to play, but it's second up there this time. In market.
This is mad.
The trip not broken though, they know it's fake market pressure.
They saw one person here, they saw one person middle. I don't think they saw Viper, but either way they push all the way behind. And
yeah,
we got
picked
no
out, I
Sentinel
think.
here, so let's see how often they try and do that.
This way, Celsius. He is a low player,
Oh,
but he decides
you're
to
a
take the
little
fight
bit
anyway, not
committed.
set up onto that angle with any form of util. Sassy now, he's in a one and done. Dart
Oh,
has to be
boy.
broken, and he's revealed his position now. This is problematic. Still usage.
Yeah, and
Util now,
Tens
right
actually
behind
uses
them.
util and
Paranoia
gives
is
away his
answering.
flank,
That's
but it
Spike
saves
to
his
be dropped
teammate.
down. Most of his team nowhere near here. Les is the last one standing.
This flank from Sen has worked beautifully.
Yeah, and
But
I
the
really
Loud
liked
players
it,
barely
to be
reacted.
honest.
I don't think they knew where
It
that
might be a bit
paranoia
of
was
a
coming
read
from.
that they have as
Has
well.
left Les in a 1v3 in a much worse position.
They've done
than
enough
Sassy
damage.
was when he was able to get the plant
So
down.
Yeah, I mean, 15 seconds left in the round.
anything he does here is an extra bonus,
Possible scenario.
even if it's armor.
10 seconds left.
And Les will just be trying to win this one while the rest of the team in silence scratches their head, wondering
That's
where
armor.
it all went wrong here. That pick onto Zelsis puts Sassy in such a difficult position, and the flank from B bailed him out.
Yep.
This might be Sentinels
Definitely
just getting
take
a bit of
that.
a read, I think, in terms of how Loud want to play and set up into this one, of how many risks they were taking on this round against the bonus round, right? You think about it, pushing through into B main,
Yeah.
hard flanking through the back,
30 seconds left.
giving them all that information.
But I think going for flank plays like that just plays really nicely into Loud's composition, which lacks the Cypher. Anytime you can get aggressive like that, yeah, go for it. Why not? Loud are not going to have that
Also
information. They're
this.
going to find it difficult.
Does he TP out now he's done this, or is he fine with it? Oh, then gets a
Not to
double
be
flash comp.
dislodged from this spot. There's a Phoenix flash in his face.
Yeah, I'd be a
Oh,
little bit
punished.
scared doing that stuff.
Drop down,
Oh
paranoia now,
boy.
TP, full
Look
line,
at the
everything.
util.
Kitchen sink being tossed and turned and chucked at them. Out through market, flash over the way, ring around a Rosie, second.
Huge
Can't
kill.
escape.
And they get a good
So now
plant.
we get to see Loud in a post plant.
Yeah, they get a good plant, and they're all over towards B main. Do we now see the
Crash as well.
smoke?
It's all being laid out on top of one another, fast.
Where does this smoke go? Yeah, they do their smoke.
A little bit earlier, but
They put
everybody
their smoke
tucked
close, but
into main.
Sentinels does this smoke to actually mean that they can actually have a bit of a path into this. Knife goes in, they realize that 4 are over towards B main.
Anything to try and latch onto this spike and get the defusal
Is there
started.
time for the thrash?
I don't even know. I mean, listen, it's
Dude, he can't get an angle on it.
Wants to use it, but again, somebody needs to get onto this one. Already detained into the side, into the corner. Where is the
Bro, he
time
can't
for
get an
Sentinels?
angle on it.
Finally, wingman down, and the rifle's there. Has to be bodyguard duty.
Oh my god, not again.
Wingman
He's out. Holy, that one got real close. Extra smoke came in, gave him the option to be able to spam fully.
This game, more than any that I've seen
Jesus.
recently, has featured just
Everyone dying.
on both
Yeah.
sides kind of post plans.
Everyone keeps
Where things
dying.
are coming down to time so much. I mean, both teams playing this kind of more passive setup over towards B with the post plan, but throwing a couple of people in aggressively to draw out early utility.
Look how good this smoke is
And
with
so
this
teams are getting
plant. It's so
stalled in these
busted.
spots. If Wingman had not gone down there,
How do I enjoy this and not Pearl? Just because we've only experienced this for like 2 weeks. Ask me that again in like midway through
It's good
April.
heads up from Loud though. They get the 3-kill spray and down there.
We'll
I think
get
most
sick
teams
of it
might
pretty
just end up
fast.
Stopping the spray. Thinking that they got everybody. All the targets are going to be on it, but now Diligent.
I wonder, does this knife incentivize Sentinels to go for the B push again? Is there going to be some kind of trigger that gets Sen going aggressive on the map?
They
see that
forced.
John is moving
Okay, they
around his
forced
cypher
into it.
setup.
They forced it.
This
One
time he's
person
got
took a
cab
hit.
in mid,
Wait, at
so you don't
8-8?
have to play that particularly.
At 8-8 with everyone at
Just
this
rely on
money?
the
Oh man, this is more impactful than the round we just had.
For market, because Sen were playing B main kind of aggressively to start the round.
Smells like a B retake.
It does.
I'm not sure they can be retake.
And obviously you don't want to be hard.
The only reason that was close
against
before,
Currency's Rolling Thunder.
because we had Thrash.
But also Loud would love
I mean, that
to
was
save
it, right? That was the only
If they
reason
get
it was
the
close
info that
before.
It's a B retake setup.
Oh, what the hell is
all
that
going.
smoke doing?
Straight up into the sky.
Not where it's supposed to.
Oh,
Dude,
rolling
is this
on
flash
the
gonna hit
ground.
everyone?
Presence
Oh,
now
it
gonna be
literally hit
using
no
it.
one.
Peas and away back to the corner. Actually,
Not away.
Even deeper angle. He wants to try and take the fight to them. Flash forced to set it up. That's Zelsis. The dynamic duo just weaving in and out of the flood defense. This time, reigns supreme.
I love it. I think this map is set up so nicely for B flood defending.
See, I agree. I mean, I love the fact that they flooded into this, but I think the Loud still.
Yeah, they just assumed.
I think they kind of
nobody
rushed
would be
it.
silly enough. Nobody would be whimsical enough.
I think they
to
kind of
take a
rushed in
teleport
terms
into the
of
corner
like
while
they wanted
stunned up.
to.
You're dealing with tens.
Yeah, I need to watch it again. I need to watch the
He's taken
breach
the
short.
brain of Angel and Redguard
I need to
combined
watch
it
the
with
breach short.
Skill and impeccable timing of. Dude,
How is
I
Tens
myself.
allowed to just
Yeah.
outright swing that?
Who's got it like he does?
Yeah, guy's stylish, man. He's stylish. But on a knife's edge. One of the only
He
rounds
didn't
really that just
TP
goes
the
way of Sen.
because he TP'd to get out of there. He didn't TP the
Having that lead.
brim, the breach all though,
Money
right?
back down here for Loud.
He should have eaten the breach
Devastating.
all
Once Sen start building up a little bit of momentum
because
like
he
this,
TP'd out. I thought.
you could see them pulling away.
Right here. See you on the other side.
Loud would love a thrifty here.
Seen him do it.
Do you reckon he
Sharp the
TP'd
Sheriffs.
out of it? Maybe.
Is he
I felt like that.
Flash the
I thought he
follow-up.
TP'd into the
Knife.
breach all. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And then he got a flash. Then he got a flash to swing right from Zelsis. Because when we were on him when he was in this corner, he still had a TP. I need to watch it again. Dude, I'm on YouTube. I could actually watch it again. Maybe I should.
Oh, okay. That's nasty. All up, taking a pause.
Wait,
into
he
the
gets
round.
another
He
kill.
has
That
initial
gives
kills.
him an
They can
ult,
pull
and they
in
could
some
throw him a gun.
players around the map.
It would be a little difficult to retrieve this rifle. Might not be something that is possible to do.
It looks really possible now they smoked it off.
Hold in the corner, and like you said, there's a smoke now.
Yeah, and you give that to the
It's possible
Phoenix.
to go and get that.
So they're calling for a reclear potentially of their own. Wingman. Rue gets
Oh
the
man,
acknowledgement.
Sassy was
Yeah,
so
somebody's
tempted to
in
spam that
elbow and
corner.
also push up
Now he's not
close.
even
That gives
considering
you a
it.
good idea. It's going to be a re-hit. Tens takes the fight.
Whoa, whoa,
Full
my
line
goodness,
follow
what's
through
going
there.
on here?
Zelsis close to the corner. Got to get the punish. Through those shots now. They're worried about the TP close to the corner here. Zelsis heard that sound cue, but it's all just
30 seconds
faint.
Wait, they bailing at 30?
Each other. There's only 25 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he can't bail
at
at 30, I don't think.
Play.
4 people here, Sentinels hold strong.
Seconds. Going for a re-hit.
And then everyone
Zelsis
swings
in a
off of
committed
Zelsis'
position.
contact.
Really committed. It's the first phase coming through. It's just
Alright,
the
see
players of the
handled.
Sheriffs, and they're all going to be falling now.
Down A.
Fully crumbling. Less. One with the
I
rifle
I
makes
tell
a
you what though,
decent job.
although
You
this
see go of it,
although this
but
turned into like a
now,
round that didn't didn't really
lead
deliver in
here,
terms of Loud.
Sentinels.
If Tens
Loud
goes
looked a
down
little
there on
lost
that
in
duel,
spot,
that's
though,
completely
man.
different.
That was a bit of a disappointing round. I wouldn't be surprised to see them take the time
Wait,
out. I think they have, actually.
What is this replay, man?
They call a pause in the round.
Someone
then,
hit the
right,
wrong button.
on their attack side, but there isn't really a threat that they could be going for the hard rotate, because John's still got up all of his Cypher utility. He's got a cam deep in B main. He's got a
Okay, this is
trip
what
from
we're meant to
market, and the players over in A link know that there's nobody lurking mid. So what exactly are Sen going to be afraid of? Especially when the wingman catches contact.
Watch their 10s replay.
This is...
Where do you reckon it is?
All up, taking a pause into the...
Way before this. Oh, chat, you're really testing my internet. You guys have too much belief in me, by the way.
Deploying drone.
Rachel,
I'm brain soup.
he's on away.
The 10s.
Scene's rolling thunder.
Back of sight.
Sky.
Not where it's supposed to.
Rachel.
Rolling thunder now, though. You feel the presence. Now they're going to be using
Oh
it.
yeah, he tanks it and he TPs in. That is sick, man. That is actually
Next
sick.
rifle round. It's a perfectly timed tactical timeout.
Yeah, he did. We were kind of all right, if that makes
This
sense.
next rifle round is going to be
He tanked it and then he
pivotal in how this map goes. If Loud lose it after investing ults, which I'm sure they're going to go for, they'll be dropped back down to an eco, and Senna basically at that point just on a coronation march.
he tanked it, but he also did TP.
The upper round 2 playoffs.
I'm taking that as a small win.
This is a must.
But to be fair, I actually thought that he TP'd out into it, so I am fully wrong.
Run it back. I mean, it feels like QCK's never without it.
D823, thank you so much for the 12 months. Appreciate the tier 1. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see.
Has he been able to find value with it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, that was sick from him. It was really cool. Where are we at? 4 rounds. Oh boy. Man, it's only an important round for Loud. To tell you what, they don't win this, it's 12.
So Loud have to start a little further back, but they don't give
They gotta get this one.
Stun for them to try to take a little bit of space. And look at John's setup again. Cam for the mid lurk, trip for market. Loud have not been breaking these.
And again, acknowledgement there from Dizzy. Stray shots missed him. Fired off the warning shots, and I noticed somebody, at least one player lurking out towards A.
But they're not scared of mid, and they're not scared of market, because John's utility is still there.
Right inside the smoke. I mean, they're setting up for a pop flash play here. Yeah, they can hear it.
Oh man, they all need to protect this all.
Fight Tooth and nail for control of it. The nade down. How does it
How's he got to with a nade?
That is ridiculous.
There a KO nade behind that as well?
Spot there. Driving.
And it goes down to a 3v3 in a really weird fashion. Sen have committed pretty heavily to the B side of the map. So Loud have
Pretty sure the
actually
KO
managed to
nade
find
forced
an
him into
opening
the raise nade.
to Go for a post plan.
And they have, I mean, this is still a good round for Loud. They can play after plant. You get the good pause.
Potential avenue. So a free plant here.
Decken has ult for retake, but they have no idea about ally. This question mark is actually cleared because of this.
You don't have to be worried about the initiator
Maybe not.
utility from Sen, which is the
We'd only
main
see
part
so
of it.
much.
But obviously there's still danger with the paranoia.
Oh, they're so scared of behind from the other round where they push behind.
Loud get info that there's nobody on the flank.
Yeah, exactly, with that dart. Get around now, and that's a Hunter's Fury to add even more time pressure. Ult committed and stuck. Tens is forward.
Oh
He
my
wins his
God.
fight. That is ridiculous. Still with a paranoia, now to Showstopper. Seeking to commit this one. Where these players might be, but the first tap at least forces out the ult. Rocket flying.
Yeah, and
Again,
when
clears
does the
one,
smoke
but
come
on
up?
top of this corner, on top of the box, 2 years, has to reveal his hand, spraying it through. Guarding, blocking, all the bullets, second, sticking.
No way,
He's won the
man.
round for his team.
I can't believe they win this round. I can't believe they win this round. No money.
Barely enough. Look at that, 0.37.
It's wild how close these rounds are
Yeah,
getting.
these rounds are insane. Tens did so good. How does he have the confidence to stick this and get the kill?
Sticks the ultimate.
Yeah, I can't believe he gets this kill as well. 30 HP.
He is shooting for like a third of a second before Tens even realizes where he's positioned.
Look
Still
at it.
flicks straight to his head and opens things up.
Okay, they're all sitting around 3. They got a plant. They're sitting around 3-4,
Senna
3-3.
still finding their way through.
And they do eco it.
And I said that was going to be the important round.
Exactly. Here's the money. Dire Straits. Take it alone out from the bank if they'll even give you one here. Aftershock at a top cam position used early.
God, they should never be winning that round.
I mean, clear out John QT, who's had that cam at the top section of mid.
2 diffusers, yeah, they have almost 0-3-3, right? Or 0-3-4, both at 0-3.
Yeah, this is a very different flavor to the round. The problem is the weaponry is just so advantaged towards Sentinels. Loud have finally got a better macro idea.
Wait, they're not in a comfy spot.
Still might be some danger.
Really?
Too late.
They are not in a comfy
Players
spot.
Spotted. One tagged up here.
Keep an eye on the guy on site. He's going to run into a trip.
It's wrapping around. Molly there. Oh, hello. Trip. Tens lit up entirely. Let's loose that paranoia, but that one way.
Oh boy.
Less than ideal. That was John's.
Yeah, what a time to fumble it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the most perfect call. They really did.
To go in, I guess. And Tuiz is here ready to pick up Celsius.
Okay, no one saw it.
All good.
But yeah, tuck the landing on this, and we all get upgrades, right? If everyone can.
By all rights,
Okay, they got 4
that should have
upgrades.
been Sentinels'
Almost
favour to
everyone.
go up to series point. And instead,
Yeah, look at this
they're gonna take
recon
a
as well.
tactical
The drone
timeout here
tag
to
with the
discuss what went
recon.
wrong. And to me, it's very clear. They finally lost market control. Loud actually went and took that space on the map that otherwise John's just been watching with a trip.
Main control.
I think the timeout's good. The timeout's nice and early here. They did fumble this a little bit.
Discuss precisely what went wrong. Potentially putting more of an emphasis onto mid, but again, Sadak, world-class.
You can understand it, bro, though. They did that punish over towards mid the round before.
At least for this map, he's going to be potentially even expecting that. There's layers to it.
Yeah. I think from Loud, though, this timeout is also going to serve them. Because they've been struggling to deal with what Sen have been throwing at them. And I think it is possible that that eco round has given them a serious clue of how to adapt in the game. Sadak is normally so good at coming up with those adjustments late on in a map, late in a half, late in a series. He's not one of the guys to run out of ideas.
If this as well, so sure, there would probably be a drop.
Looks like Sen want to try to take the game to them, perhaps.
Fish
We can
short?
see them pinging out the mini-map over towards A.
They probably want to get fish short here.
Second set up for an earlier
They know
fight,
that if they lose this,
something
they
he
have to
hasn't done a
eco.
ton of.
Loud? Looks like they realize a similar thing. Looks like they go aggro on both of the sides at the moment.
Dizzy, all combined.
Omen flash used. Oh, they go really aggro on both of the sides there. The whole talk that Loud had here was just don't give him an orb.
And it was Sadak, who
And they both
does
got hit by
sometimes play
the...
alone on the opposite side of the map.
See, this could be a free one.
Make it feel like there's
Yeah,
presence,
looks like this
whether
is a
it's
free one. Well, they'll take it.
Sassy gets ult online.
It's a big one. Pre-firing, hoping on the shot there onto
So
the
many of them
marking
got
trip,
hit by the knife that they
no
just
dice,
decided to
still
fall
remains
back.
up.
So John continues to provide
Oh,
great
really?
info to his team.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, they were on top of it. 4 people here. People dealt with the thrash, and then someone was ready for the swing.
Was bigging him up at the halftime.
All comes in to heal as well.
About Loud's, Sentinel's strengths.
And Sassy's low, and he can no longer pick this up.
But they need more. They dodge the knife
Knife
again.
gets
This is gonna give
dodged
Loud
as
the
well,
perfect
so they
timing to
heavy
go
stack
into
over
Sassy.
towards
Can he
B.
pull out some magic?
Jumping around. Drone hears it. Has to respect it now. It's running
Yeah,
away.
and just
to
prioritizes
the hell
getting out of
it.
there,
Doesn't
which
break
means that the
either, so
drone then
plays out
clears
side
all of A
entirely,
site
no
as
command.
well.
Let loose, let rip. Zelsis.
Oh, you're
Spreads
crazy
it
after
wide
that.
now. Cross onto the side. Not going to be letting them use that util plant. Stuck here by
Last
Cowardly
flood,
Tens.
Omen
Onto
flash
that high
goes
ground
in,
approach.
hit both.
That's found value. With less being removed, that's one of the star players going pound for pound, just removing this one. And a call is made to try and fight this one. Sassy.
Wait, this
taking
is
it straight to
uncomfy.
them.
Keep an eye on the flank over towards
Man
middle.
in tow, and he just caught the backside. Clips Sadak out towards the back of the head. Flash through, running gun with a Spectre.
Oh man,
Ult
it's gonna
denied.
stick this.
Tuyas is
Does he
miles
even
away.
get close?
The knife gives him every single
No, he got
bit
hit
of
by the knife. He
information
can't
they could
TP
want.
again.
Skipping a hop, dodging round.
Whoa.
Surely.
No way. 56 HP. Oh, it's another round where they get all the kills as well. How are Sentinels winning these rounds, though?
They win it anyway.
3 chances to close this off. Yeah, dude, the knife wrecked him as well a little bit because he was going to go for another TP, I'm pretty sure.
And he was way out of time.
I believe that spray didn't catch.
Yeah, it definitely looked like bullets were headed in Ten's direction.
Can't believe it.
But it's better to be lucky.
The crowd slow-mo cheer.
Damn if Tens isn't both.
Okay, 3 chances to close this one, and
This
they
is
are
it,
walking down
potentially.
middle with 3 people.
Precipice of defeat for Loud.
They are walking down middle with 4 people.
CK. Sliver of an ankle, just holding it ADS.
Knife
but
goes
does
in,
not
hit
get what he was
1 over
seeking.
towards A, potentially more, not entirely sure.
Now running away, less.
Look at Les,
These are
he
matters
is,
into his own hands.
he's
Yeah,
at
look at this
side
deep
so
look.
fast.
These are the rounds where Les
20
just
seconds
decides,
in.
all right, my team's struggling to come
Yeah,
up with an idea.
he's had
I am
enough.
going to make the play to win.
It's deep. Goal.
There we go.
Celsius. Wasn't ready for it. Peeking it wide like that, just slowly.
Thrown over towards middle, same time as
That
this.
space now. There's going to be that repick. Sassy just trying to tuck himself into the corner here. Needs some help from the rest of his team. Hunter's Fury trying to collect these kills as well. They're trying to face from Spawn. Run it back there. Actually brought him down with the ult, and Sassy in this entire time somehow has stayed alive. Tucked to the corner.
Dude, he's going to get wrecked,
everybody's
right?
going to be facing him here. Flash in his face.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's all praying. But this time Loud. One's on top here. 5 alive. John QT might not be long for this world either.
Probably just going to save. I mean, look at the economy of Sen. It feels like Sen are in control.
Yeah, they have no money. They have no money because every round they win, just everyone's dying.
They don't have an economic cushion to rely on.
Yeah.
So John keeping this weapon online, it does end up being really important.
He's common the entire time.
He gets a 1 on top of this.
Yeah,
Everyone
like
else gets 1,900.
to discuss what's going on.
They're
really
going to
the big
eco.
difference that round is that Les just found an opening up through elbow. I'm not sure exactly how he's
Kalenzin's
managed to
gonna be
find that
2
read
away.
That Sen had nobody playing there. Perhaps, even if people were playing there, he was happy to take the fights, just believing in himself. Does John save this?
He needs the rifle.
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, he's just making a
That's
mockery
well.
of him.
1-9 for this
Right
guy
through,
now.
knowing he's low
No gun.
We are going to be headed
He could
into
potentially,
the final few rounds here of
he
the
could
match.
potentially take a timeout,
With
but
Loud favored to bring it to the final round. And maybe even some OT afterwards.
refresh. Dude, when I do the ×2 sometimes though, it like lags out the thing. I'd rather just keep it there. It's only 2
and
rounds.
Even if it isn't a team-based thing, these players are willing to make. Look at this gamble. Sen gambling over towards A because that's where Les found the success previously. Sadak's already swapped it up. They're headed in the opposite direction. Trying to keep it safe, keep everybody together, make sure they can trade out.
And they make a right call on this one. Knife goes in. They're going to start getting any orbs. Sassy gets his orb. They're potentially 2 away from the next round.
They're going to be chasing the noise cues. Hoping to try and flood in time, but there's nothing to push back.
Big live, I'm on live.
Gets into it now. The ult online if he chooses to expend it, but probably not even necessary.
I mean, a win here for Sen is forcing out those ults, I think.
Yeah.
I'll say that. They could close it out here.
Easy. No one to break, no one to deal with it, but it's a flash using running and gunning.
They could close it out here.
Okay,
Surely
drive
not.
by, going wide.
Kalenzin's might have to use his Brimble. Sorry, breach shot.
Utilized here. Kalenzin's still has the ult, surely. There's no danger, sure.
Oh, tens. What the?
Just TP, but he does straight into them, into their faces, tapping and spraying all the way.
Okay,
Rifles.
it's so fine. Vision block,
Save the
just
day.
everyone's low. Against the wall, no one has to worry.
She'd like to get away with this one, but it's going to the final round.
Good news for
Regular
Loud
time
as well,
anyway.
they did not
That's what goes down
panic,
with the
and
ship.
they didn't have to use any extra ults onto it. They still have breach
believe
ult.
for a moment there, when
Sassy
Sen
is
had
1
their
away,
weapons,
right? Sassy didn't get a kill here, I don't
We're
think.
just running
Not good.
into backside, overwhelming people.
I tell you what, he actually got a
Pretty
shot
good
off there
awareness
from
Sadek as
tens.
well. Tens is difficult to see in that spot. And this time, the rifles are able to find their
Oh,
mark.
B, look
The
at this.
spam is good.
Oh my god, fish.
Use
Yeah,
it.
okay. This is a good timeout. And what the hell happens?
A timeout
1 away
taken.
from official, 1 away from a
Right
raise
before the
ult.
last round of regulation, Kaplan hits the red button.
Tension could never be high, could it?
Both teams just set to simmer. Kalensin has a huge ultimate online, and Sentinels are wary of that.
Sentinels are close to
Not
orbs,
sure
so
what kind of adjustment
there's going to be a
Kaplan
lot of
wants to
talk
make
about the
towards end of
orbs.
this.
Every time they've wanted an orb,
Imagine
they've got the one
that
over
they
towards
want to
A,
use
so
that
do they
little
change it
elbow
up and get the
passage
one
that Les was
towards
able
B?
to, find for them in round 22.
Last time they did this as well, they Omen
But to be
flashed over
honest,
towards B, so they have to look out
a
for
lot of
that.
the game plan has still been working here for Sen on defense side. John's been able to find so much value from this Cypher setup. You know, if you hit an Unbreakable, there aren't actually that many tools with Loud's
Yeah, so
composition to be able
right
to
now
get
there's a lot of
through it.
focus
There's
on the
specific
orbs.
trips
So mid in
sorry,
theory,
shots
what
or an
the
anthem
hell is this
shots
sign,
like
bro?
But
That's so uncalled
been
for.
meticulous in making sure all of that is eroded away. Tui's has bought the op again. On the attack side this time.
That is so uncalled for, man.
Why not?
Holy.
The money at the cash.
That's such a random stray.
Maybe even just
At
anticipating
11-12?
some kind of adjustment from Sentinels here, but it's everything tossed into the
Okay.
mix.
Like I was saying, loads of
Round
focus over towards
decided.
orbs, so
Series
potentially
ends.
mid is like
Total
really
will
easy
be
and
that
really free to
continuation
get.
of play. Loud have a chance to fight
And they
back.
do the same thing that they did earlier in terms of
Very
Omen,
early
Flash, and Recon.
dominance with
And
their
Knife goes
utility
in, and
over
this is
towards
what
B
they
main.
did last time when they
Paranoia
wanted
used
A
off the
orb
rip
as
from
well,
Tui's
so...
to make it feel like they're taking early B main control. I think trying to prompt out some kind of aggression in A main and see if they could punish it. Maybe even hoping that Zekken or Sassy would play for the ult orb and they could get that. It really feels like they're trying to trap them going for the A ult orb.
Yeah, they're so confident that they're going for one of these orbs. Drone goes in, clears everywhere close. In the corner, that's nice. They realize that they don't have to stun, so now they can... I mean, they can at the very least take this out of the way. We're getting a little bit low time-wise, though.
Palpable in the air, I mean...
But in terms of the information that Sentinels have, they actually don't have anything.
Tens. Tiniest
Lovely kill. Gets out of there as well, extra TP.
Ulted up,
Oh.
stunned up, will be brought down in the end, so the trade is online
Yeah,
here.
nice
The call is
trade.
made for Sen to scatter.
Plant goes
Backing away,
in.
playing for the retake here.
Wait.
Sadak. He's going to go for the
What?
plan, but he's ended up just throwing it to
Once
the
it
side.
throws
He's
it to
gonna give it
QCK to get
and
his
run
ult.
it back.
Oh. That's kind of nice. That might actually do everything. Yeah, and he's going to insta be able to ult this. Need to watch out for Zekken. If Zekken gets a kill, or if Sassy gets a kill, that's an ult. Doesn't count for... What the hell is this guy doing?
Unfortunate with it. Still watching, holding for the flash. Anti-positions played, spam into the box, but it does buy them critical time. Running their way past this one. Are they going to anticipate?
Lovely shot.
Nails him to the back wall.
That's one of the potential
The
ults.
upper second shot goes flying wide. Smoke and disengaging. Back and away. Celsius.
Time is so low.
Out, but again, the time running against them. The rifles have to sink through. They have to ring
Hey, nicely
through.
done.
It will not happen.
Ooh,
Overtime.
I'm not sure,
Once
man.
more.
I'm not sure the plan was like the greatest. I think what happened is Sentinels really thought that they were gonna go fast middle while they weren't focusing on the orbs. That's what it felt like. Because Sentinels gave them so much map control, they didn't even try and get one of the orbs.
And this, with Tens being able to get the first kill onto Les to start with.
Yeah, I think they were just very confident that a mid push was going to come in. Okay,
Remember
go.
what Tens was able to do to them over towards
Over
B as
40? Yeah, I think they
teleported
overfought it a
into the
little
corner,
bit.
didn't get away with
I
any
think I agree with
shenanigans
that.
like that this time. No ops being bought in OT.
They were
No
very...
craziness just
It looked
yet.
like they were really
As
confident
Loud
about a
swapped
push
the
here.
defense side.
Or a push through market. Well, like one or the other.
Remember, Sen were trying to set up these mid lurks quite a lot and threaten it.
Hey, no one gets an op. Got to remember that Loud won both pistols, so Loud should at least be feeling confident in this one, but they also still had 3 chances and they've all gone to 0.
Smokes are propped up.
Yeah, and going for their defensive setup where 2Es is the player holding aggressive over towards A, so they frequently leave 2Es alone in these spots. This time, though, he's got backup from Kalanzine.
Yeah, and he can just jiggle, stun, and then reface was the whole plan here. Oh my.
Dizzy off the cam
Moment
contact.
flash.
2Es trying to find a timing to re-paranoia and take position on the A line. Doesn't catch anybody.
Wait, as we can
It's the
see
same
on the
kind of thing
minimap,
again here, Bren.
this is
Trying to
pretty
set
much
up this
perfect.
mid-lurk of
Kalanzin
A
needs to
timing.
somehow kill one and stay alive.
Distraction. But
Oh, they're
I
not
swear,
going with it?
Loud are always super aware of stuff like this.
Deep Smoke did pull.
Dude, he's only going to have one flash for wherever they... one smoke for wherever they decide to
Out
go.
with a couple of pieces of util. Now time is going to become an issue and a problem. Flash through over the top. 2 years.
Rotate comes in, 30 seconds. Only one smoke. And he goes for...
Rotations.
Goes for spawn, so they have to all go side.
Position to try to send util to stop this.
I like that reaction. It's a good protocol if you only have one. If you only have one smoke.
Going down here, but sort of util. After shot,
Uh-oh.
breaks it. 12
Oh, they go
seconds.
fast with this now,
Time
surely.
Really against them. Snake bite drop down Loud. This is them. With a chance to really gain
Molly's
some ground
good.
here. Swinging wide to punish. Kawazi
Stick the plant.
understood it as a
Shout
weak
out to
corner,
Sassy
just
for
to
holding
take
this the whole
the
time.
risk
Zelsis did good
anyway.
with the cover as well.
Break the TP back, and now they want to fight this one into the back of the site. Double face, no util. Sentinels barreling through, finding their own timings.
Oh my.
Gifted with it.
Nicely done. Yeah, the camera tag.
In a 1v2.
Second making the wrap around to A-Link.
Sadak sticking this one half onto it, half onto the defuse. He's bought himself a little bit of time, a window potentially, but he just needs a kill, and he's not being given it. He's not being given it. No one will give
Oh,
him an easy
okay,
one.
nicely played. John played this well as well. Sadak very smart to realize that the round the world was happening as well. Maybe he heard him. I'm not entirely sure, but I thought he was walking the whole time. Nicely. I mean, this was close, bro. John got a really important kill. Maybe we see it on the replay as well. No, it's this one here.
To stop and put pressure on
And then
the
the tag of the camera was great. Yeah, really nice round from John.
You saw Kalanzine just barreling over the top of the mosh, trying to end the round instantly by denying
Dude, when the spike went down, I was nervous. The aftershock to break the spike there was sick.
They're up on match series point.
And that was tense.
Differences. Snowball out of control with
Same
these
thing over
rounds.
towards A.
You're
It's
right.
really weird, by the way. In like a part of the
Match point
default, they
series, but
omen
we're gonna
flash
call it here.
recon B
Sentinels
main
in
the
that
whole
driving
time.
seat.
Like they're
This
so
time, John
happy
Cute hasn't
creating
put
the
a
question
setup
mark
for
over
mid
towards B main.
control as
Like
well, or mid
all of these
information.
buy
He's got the
rounds.
cam in market, but he is going to need to rely on other people watching the top of mid. So that's going to weaken potentially the A side of the map. So they're kind
You
of
already
going
it's
for a very aggressive, strong B hold, but a weak A, playing retake A. We haven't really seen Sen in this match pull off the retake A superbly, but it does exist.
Tens at this angle, man. I mean,
I
high low
mean,
position. You can't account
Drone
for
goes
two
middle,
spots that
creates
could be deep
pressure.
from.
It's
The
a
flash
lovely
in
flash
space
to
was
push
not
him
turned
off.
in time.
Wall goes
Doesn't
in
make a
to block
footstep,
vision.
though, so they don't know
Wait, are
exactly
we
where
really
he's
going for a double
punching.
orb
His way
default and a
out.
plant?
Cam broken there from the shutdown, I believe.
They're going into the heavy B setup.
Into it
Ah.
indeed.
Oh, they really are.
Actually into
The
the
Jewel.
jaws of defeat.
Okay,
Zeker.
now that they try and
He's
fight
found his
side, they have
slice.
2 kill
Zach
trips that they
removed.
can get off of, and I
now
love this kill
confusion.
trip that's actually to stop the normal plant.
Frantic play from
Knife
Loud,
goes in, I
which
have no idea how
direction
many
did it go
hit.
into the one-way, stopping them. Ults, and the util has to be used now to clear it back.
Yeah,
through.
we're just
The spike's
spamming
been
this
dropped
20
down.
seconds done, they realize one
Against
site.
them entirely. Pop flash play. Watch for 2 to stand. And 2 potentially to fall. 2 years and less together now.
What the hell?
Get it out, but there is no chance.
Nice util on this one. Hey, sick. That was a sick game, man. That was a sick game. Real close.
Incredible here. Dominating on the first